Hey everyone, Jesse here with Plant Propagation USA. Wanted to do another follow-up on starting seeds in these net pots. And also this batch is a batch of lettuce. These were started indoors about a week ago. You can see that I put them outside. So a couple things is that I want to make sure they have enough water and that they're not drying out. These guys were getting a little dry, so this morning I just put them in a tray and let them sit there for 30-45 minutes or so. But then I also want them to drain and sit on something that will allow air to go underneath. So these are just pond plant pots, I guess. You can get at Home Depot for about $2.50 out in the garden section. They have holes on the bottom, they have holes on the side. So what's nice about these is that it's going to reduce the amount of wind that's going through. It's going to reduce the amount of sunlight that can go through, assuming I have something on top. But then they also have the ability to let these things drain a little bit, not get too much moisture in them. I wanted to bring them outside, one, because it's hot out, and two, the plant light that I have indoors does not look like it is, I don't know if you can tell, the lettuce do not look like they are very green. So I'm assuming the plant light is not up to par. That one's probably a good example right there. They're a little bit yellow. So I'm going to start putting some Garrot Juice, just a little bit of fertilizer, just let them soak in that, every other day or so, see if that will help. And then also put them outside because it's warm outside, get some direct sun, harden them off, and see what happens. So that's the update for this week, and basically I'm starting a new batch of seeds every week. I'm putting them in these rooter plugs, which I think are some kind of mixture. I forget what it's called. I want to say perlite, but it's not perlite. Peat moss. I think it's compressed peat moss is what it looks like. So this method has worked really good. The plants will grow. Let's see if I can pull one out, see if there's any roots coming down yet. I don't see anything. Probably a little bit too young to see any roots on the sides or on the bottom. So we're hoping that these air prune and then also that they're easy to transfer. So I'm gonna go over to the garden beds and show you what was previously transferred and a couple little issues that I had. Okay, so we're over here at the garden beds, and my first batch of seeds that I did were kale. Unfortunately, during the outdoor sessions where they were sitting on top of a window screen, the kids knocked it over and a couple of them got damaged. So not all of them have done well. You can see these little guys right here. This one's looking pretty good. I think that was started in a net pot, just soil, not in one of those rooter plugs. Same with this. You can see a couple of these guys are not looking so great. That one's all fell over. Still moist and everything, but So a couple probably didn't make it, but that was probably my own fault for the kids destroying it. But some of them are looking pretty good. They've been outside for a week now. So there's another one that looked like it did not survive the transplant shock. What's interesting is the ones in these plugs are looking pretty good. They're still smaller than the soil, the ones that were started with soil. So compare that one, that one to this one, and you can see the size difference between the two. Start at the same times, just different starting medium. So what I'm going to do with these guys, I'm just going to keep fertilizing, put a little fertilizer down, make sure that they're moist. The water day, high winds, maybe in the 20s or so. I need to kind of weed the garden bed. Generally I keep things mulched a little bit. So this is just ground up grass and leaves that I've saved over the course of the summer. And then it's planted around other things like kale, broccoli, Swiss chard, lettuce, some more Swiss chard in the back, and these were all direct seeded. So I just put them out here over the winter. So with that, I'll keep more videos of this in the progress. Kind of refine the process of starting plants and starting these greens in the net cups, and post those later.